Action! Action!
You have
Action!
to say it loud. I can't hear it in here.
Say action so I can hear
Okay. Action!
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not skip the movie. I did not. It's bullshit. Oh, hi. The spoiler version of The Disaster Artist. Yeah, this is the spoiler version. If you have not seen the movie, I recommend you check out my non-spoiler. But this is the spoiler version. So let me go into detail about how I really feel. While the actors in the movie were fantastic and funny as always, it just felt like another James Franco inviting his best friends to the set kind of movie. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this because a lot of people loved the movie. I didn't hate it, but I really don't think it's the greatest thing ever. It's just because The Room exists. The Room, as you know, is a really crappy movie made by Tommy Wiseau. He made it as a drama. He wrote it, directed, funded it himself, and starred himself. But no, it's not that. It's a fine movie. That's all. It's not the greatest movie ever. My main issue with the movie is mostly because I read the book before seeing the film. And first of all, that's a huge accomplishment for me to read the book before I see the movie. But the book, the thing about the book, and I get it. I get that they have to cut so much out of the book or reduce everything to save time and pace of the film. All right, I get that. I really do. But they changed too much. Like, they took out too much of the essential stuff, where it turns the movie into this buddy film about these two guys making a pact to form a friendship so they can move out to Los Angeles and become movie stars. And according to the book that was told by Greg Sestero, who starred in the film as Mark, that's not what happened. What happened is Greg Sestero, in the book, he talks about that he met Tommy Wiseau in acting class. They struck up a conversation, and he told Tommy Wiseau that he wanted to actually be an actor. So Tommy Wiseau actually set him up with an apartment in Los Angeles, and Greg Sestero didn't have to pay for anything. It was just he can stay at the apartment while Tommy Wiseau handled his business in San Francisco. And in the book, it just becomes one of those things where he made the deal with the devil. That's how it's given. In the movie, they both go out to Los Angeles, and they both audition for different things, and it builds from there. The book, on the other hand, is more of a jealousy thing. Greg Sestero starts getting roles in small parts, and Tommy Wiseau starts living vicariously through him, to a point where he starts showing up more and more at the apartment, wanting to kind of get in on it, asking Greg questions of how he can become a SAG member, Screen Actors Guild member, to which, it doesn't really take much. You just have to have a speaking part in a commercial or be an extra with a speaking role, and you're pretty much automatically in. Nobody was hiring Tommy Wiseau, so what does he do? He kind of gets a SAG card very underhandedly. He actually produced a very crappy commercial for his jeans company, starring himself, giving himself a speaking role, and through technicality, that's how he became a SAG member. And that's the underhanded stuff I wanted to see in the movie, but it doesn't happen in the movie. That's all cut out. Which, by the way, you really should check out the commercial. It's Tommy Wiseau. It's garbage. They also kind of build this thing of Greg meeting his girlfriend at a random bar as she's a bartender, even though in the book they actually work together. The girlfriend, I believe, is Amber. She's played by Brie Larson, who's actually married to Dave Franco in real life. So Of course, she gets a part in this film. Kind of ironic, really. It's a movie about people having a hard time getting into movies and roles, and these actors just pretty much set each other up. Another element they took out of The Room, The Disaster Artist, is Tommy Wiseau being sneaky about how he did everything. For example, there were times in the book where he was not paying for air conditioning. He was stiffing his employees on money, and he was practically hiding from them. The movie doesn't really cover that much. It's just more of, hey, let's look at how The Room is filmed. The thing the book actually covers, which I wanted the movie to do so much, was go over the actor who played Chris R., the drug dealer from The Room. Now, according to the book, the drug dealer was actually supposed to be Mark, but all along, Tommy Wiseau really wanted Greg to play Mark. So he finally talks Greg into starring in the movie alongside of him, and what he does to the actor, the original actor, his name's Dan, by the way. Tommy Wiseau actually filmed scenes with Mark, played by Dan, but then have Greg Sestero reshoot those scenes with him as Mark. And they would keep telling Dan that it's just warm-ups for the set. It's just nothing in particular. And Dan actually caught on to the fact that, okay, he's really not going to be Mark. That's the kind of thing that Tommy Wiseau would kind of keep trying to screw with people on that. And they really left that out. Zac Efron, who played Chris R's actor, was actually hilarious because he actually captured the characterization according to the book well, because Dan, Chris R., he is a method actor. So he was actually getting himself really pumped up, just like the film portrayed. That worked out. And there were other elements, like in the book, that was not covered in the film. Greg Sestero making friends with people, making Tommy Wiseau jealous. Not on purpose, but that's just Tommy Wiseau being jealous. Just really focuses on the weird random stuff. The movie could have done, in my opinion, could have done The Disaster Artist the same way they told the story of Ed Wood. Because Tommy Wiseau kind of essentially is Ed Wood of the modern time, next to your average YouTuber. And I mean that in a sense of filming in places without actually having a license to do so, and telling cops that they were just there taking regular pictures. But again, the movie doesn't cover that. It kind of breezes through everything, just focusing on filming of The Room. It's just, the movie is full of a lot of missed opportunities. And I just really expected more from it. Now, the nice surprise was where the movie deviated from the book. Shows the premiere of The Room. And the book pretty much ends with them going to the premiere, but it doesn't show how Tommy reacted to people laughing at the film, where the movie does. I liked that part. I really did. Because then it shows Greg trying to make Tommy feel better, letting him know that despite how people are reacting, he still made a film that made people happy. And even showed like a tidbit of why now Tommy Wiseau calls his drama a black comedy. Like as if he knew it would be that way all along. The other thing the book also shows, and they did not touch base in the film, and I really wish they did, was Greg tries real hard explaining where Tommy Wiseau comes from, and it's still a mystery. In the book, it mentions that Greg found Tommy Wiseau's driver's license, saying that he was born in '68, and that's a very plausible background. However, in real life, Greg learned that that license was actually fake. The movie skips all that. Another element from the book they should have really explored was within a chapter, like within the chapters towards the end, it shows like a story of a boy in France trying to emigrate himself into the United States. It's a story that was told to Greg by Tommy, and you're supposed to not know who that boy is, but you can assume it's Tommy Wiseau. That would have been perfect to dig deep into the psyche of who is Tommy Wiseau. Tommy did have to write off the movie too, so give James Franco permission to make the film, so I'm sure there were certain liberties that had to be left out. Again, loved James Franco. I usually do. Dave Franco's great, but not a great Greg. Really not. Sounds too much like a teenage boy doing a play in a beard. Everyone else, Seth Rogen, hilarious. If you really want to see a movie about the comedy, as if you've never read the book before and only seen The Room, then go at it. Have fun. Go nuts. Far as comedy structure, it's good. Far as following the book and cutting out all the quintessential important details that could have made the movie much better, it's going to irk you. As I said in the non-spoiler, I no longer do the grading thing because it's pointless. My hand's usually forced into grading it unnecessarily, usually in a good light for the film. So I'm just going to sum it up and say the film is fine. It's okay. It's whatever. I don't think I would ever see it again on my own, but if I come across it on TV or I come across it on Blu-ray like a real cheap price, because I have an obsession about buying Blu-rays, even though I may not like the movie. It's drilled into my head now. Yeah, the movie is fine. I'm double dipping this week because I was sick when Disaster Artist came out. The next review is going to be Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Have a good one.